Hi, welcome to the Crochet Authority podcast, the best and maybe smallest corner of the internet, where three incredibly talented and beautiful women claim to know everything there is to know about fiber arts.
We are Morgan,
Anna,
And Savannah.
three crocheters turned BFFs who consistently have too much to say.
consider this a glimpse into not only our conversations, but our overflowing and powerful minds. From our group chat to your ears, welcome to the pod.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
I'm loving these hands, Morgan. Hi.
Little
For the
crab
listeners,
hands.
it's kind of crab
A Lego.
vibes.
Yeah,
A Lego, that's
Yeah.
so good.
yeah.
Hello,
Special
everybody.
guest, Mr. Krabs.
Hi.
This is
Vibes?
Krabs. Lego. Okay, guys, are you Mr. Krabs or are you a Lego man? Comment down below.
Really good question.
Is this a new, are you the black cat or the golden retriever? Are you Mr. Krabs
Are you
or
Lego or are you Mr. Krabs? Or are you a Mr. Krabs Lego?
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
The three genders.
Oh my god, vibes are absolutely insane right off the bat. We're all exhausted. What is up, everybody? I have been up since 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
Yes.
What? What?
I had work this morning. I had to go in for opening.
You're so strong. Oh my
Yeah,
Lord.
imagine driving through the streets at 5 a.m.
No.
Okay,
I'm so brave.
On Saturday night, very last minute, I went out with my friend and we left at 4:30 and it was light out. And we were just kind of wandering around looking for somewhere to eat. We went to this restaurant that said it was open. They were like, we're closed, but our sister restaurant is open. Walked to the sister restaurant, closed. That man lied to my
What?
face. And so we
What?
went to
Yeah.
McDonald's. But all that being said, it was crazy to see London so quiet and peaceful in the daylight
Yeah.
at 5:30 in the morning. It was very fun.
Damn. Yeah, there was something
Sure.
really peaceful. I do enjoy getting up early. 4:30 was just a lot.
It's a bit early. Yeah.
Especially because it was I was afraid I was gonna miss my alarm, so I didn't get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
You know the vibes. You know the
Yeah,
vibes. So
I do.
incredibly sleepy. How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm.
Always.
Yeah,
I've
just
walked
tired,
a
but
mile and a half today so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
Short
Yeah.
distance.
Lovely.
Yeah. It genuinely is nothing, but I saw very cute dogs on the way, so
How
Important.
lovely.
yeah, so important. So important.
I love a dog. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Yay. So that's how we are.
Doing
Yay.
good.
Wait, what are we working on? Has that changed at all?
Still working on the blankie.
Mm.
I'm working
The
on
wedding
real.
is in 6 days. I don't have time not to.
Real.
So
I started the hello. The front
Such a good color.
bit on my levitate wrap. What's it
Yeah.
called?
Mhm.
Beautiful.
So that's what I'm doing.
Real.
Slow
Love it.
rolling. Savannah?
Yeah. I've not finished the cat blanket pattern, much to the
Okay.
shock of everyone. Maybe by the time this episode is out, I will have gathered the strength one day.
Hopefully.
But today's not that day. Maybe later today will be it. But I did. Star square.
Yes.
What's the side word? Yeah. Star
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a first prototype. This is just I followed some random tutorial
Mhm.
online, and
Yeah.
because I don't really like how it looks, I don't
It's
know
a
if I
little-
can get sharper points.
Probably not.
It's cute, but I
It's
understand
really
what you
cute.
mean. It's
Yeah.
you look at it in
Bulging a
you
little.
have a vision in your head.
Yeah, exactly. She bulges in the middle and then
Yeah.
goes in at the ends. So
You'll be
this is
able to
how it
tweak
was
it.
whenever I'm gonna tweak it a lot, I think, which is what I did. I spent a day whenever I was first making the heart alls pattern, following a gazillion different heart patterns, and then ended up just going out on my own. But she's there. The first step is
Love it.
there. And I really like these colors as well. I think it's gonna be
Very
pretty
cute.
cutesy.
I think people are
And
gonna
it
love it.
might be what?
The colors are perfect.
People will love it.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat it up.
Hopefully. Yay! I
Someone
wanted
should-
to. Go ahead.
Someone once upon a time made a granny hoodie with stars and moons and stuff. It was really cute.
Did someone?
What?
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it you?
What? It wasn't me.
Okay, I was
Someone
like,
used my
I thought.
pattern.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were like, someone once upon a time made a granny hoodie.
No,
It
it
was
was me.
great. I was like, am I missing something?
Someone maybe in this room. Someone.
Someone in this podcast recording, perhaps.
uh, you
That's
said
cute.
you were making like the star alls or the solar flares, but star version.
Oh, those would be good too. I haven't even
I
thought
feel
about
like
that
that
right
would
now.
eat.
That would absolutely eat. Oh my god. Okay, well, I also have
Both
all
of
the
them.
yeah, there's so much. I need to this is the list of things I need to do. I need to actually finish the cat blanket pattern. I need to tweak this star square. I need to I think I have all the squares for the heart pants pattern. So I
Love.
need to like actually figure out if I do and just do the math for that. And I think that's my main list for now. I think I've just like kind of given up on the idea that I'm going to start YouTube like by the end of this month or by probably the end of July because I'm just like afraid of learning how to edit videos and that it's going to like be hard and take a long time
You
because
just
it
have to
is.
do it. How many
I
times do
know.
we have to say that you just have to do it?
I know. I know. But life's so hard and the cat blanket pattern will probably be so much easier, but I also don't want to do that. So,
That's fair. That's super fair. Yeah, I want to write the pattern for that like blue and white tank top,
yes,
but
yeah.
like as soon as I finished my classes, it was I have to focus on the blanket because it's not just
Mm.
like if it was like a gift I was giving like my girlfriend for her birthday and I went like a
Mm.
little bit over or whatever, like that's kind of one thing, but like it's a wedding gift. I'm not going to not finish
Yeah.
a wedding gift even if I will
Yeah.
see my cousin. So it's like I'm like I just kind of have to
How
focus on
much do
that
you've
for a
done?
Yeah.
while. I have 3 shelves
Okay.
because it's like I don't know if I've said it's like a mosaic bookshelf blanket.
Yeah.
I have the pattern is really great. It lays out a bunch of like square charts that you can kind of put together to make your own shelf.
Mm.
So she gives you a ton of material and then you can kind of like mix and match to customize it yourself. So mine are 4 of those like square sections wide. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
wish I made it 5, but
Yeah.
alas, I can't go back and fix that now. And then I decided to make it 6 shelves tall,
Okay.
but I think if I have time, I'm going to make it a little bit longer just to
Mm.
make the blanket a little bigger.
Yeah.
But even if I don't, I'm just going to do like a pretty thick border and then it'll be like the perfect lap blanket.
Mm.
So if I'm not going to do like extend the pattern at all, I'm about half done with the
Halfway.
actual shelves.
Nice.
So I am like in a good spot, even
Yeah.
though there's less than a week to the wedding. I
Mm-hmm.
have the next few days off from work that I can just like
Okay.
sit and work on it for a while,
Yeah.
Perfect.
which is very helpful. So my plan is to just kind of like
Bang
work
it
for a
out.
while, get up and like stretch and like take a lap around the block and then like work on it a little
Work
bit
again.
more and like maybe run an errand.
Maybe
You know what I
have a
mean? It's like
meal.
here and there perhaps, but it's like just like I'm like clocking in to like do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Real.
Just because like I don't want to like be finishing it on Saturday when the wedding's on Sunday because like
Mm.
I'm in the party, so I have like
Mm.
the rehearsal and the dinner and then like I have like my own stuff to do. My girlfriend's coming into town for it. So
Mhm.
I'm like the faster I can get this done the better.
Yeah. It'll be
It's just been
great. It'll look
stressful.
so cute, I bet.
It's looking good so far, not to toot my own horn, but I'm happy with it.
Yay.
Yes, so I'll show you guys. I'll send you guys a picture later.
Please do.
Please.
I feel like blankets are like the most rewarding projects sometimes because they take so long. But then like
Sure.
I don't know, like I have my cat my cat blanket downstairs and anytime like one of my friends like uses it on the couch, I'm like, oh my god. Like that's literally I like made that. I made that. And they chose to like that blanket. Like
Yeah, and this one, I may have said this already, but this one is extra nice because it's like as soon as I'm starting to get bored of what I'm doing, the shelf is done.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
something
And
new.
then it's like, and then you just do like for me, it's like the dark blue that I'm using as like the shelf between, like to actually indicate like the difference.
Yeah.
and then I'm starting on new charts, and so then it's less boring. You know what I mean? So it's like this one I feel like is pretty easy for me to like binge, just because I'm not doing like a granny square blanket where I'm doing like the same squares over and over and whatever, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yay. So cute.
Do I have to make a blanket now?
Yes. I think it's a requirement.
Probably.
Okay.
I'll actually, it would be shocking to see you make a blanket. Not that you wouldn't kill it. I just feel like you would take, like, you just wouldn't want to do it. Like, you wouldn't want to pick it up.
I made a blanket. Like, the first, like, real thing I ever made, I made a blanket for my grandfather. And it was so ugly. I knit it. And I was, like, knitting squares, and then I just sewed the squares together.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, like, I actually did. So I have made a blanket.
Okay.
Is it pretty?
Okay.
No. I made it
But
in,
you made
like,
it. That's all that matters.
2018.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. So
Beautiful.
Wow.
You should make a cats and flowers blanket and have it compete with my pattern.
We all do the same thing, but in like a different variety, and we like actively compete. Who can market the best? Who gets the most likes on their pictures?
Yeah.
That would actually be so funny. It would probably also tear us apart.
Yeah, something like that.
How do we maintain our friendship?
One of the questions.
How do we kill our friendship?
Yeah.
This is our plan once we no longer want to be friends.
That'd be a really great way to end it, I think.
Yeah. Go out with a bang.
So.
Go out with some money.
Go out with a bang. Well.
Well.
That's it.
Today's beautiful podcast episode is actually structured around the audience, kind of. But obviously, of course, it's still about us.
Yeah.
We were answering... we wanted to answer some personal questions that you guys had about us. And you guys had a lot of questions, of which we will answer. Sometimes only one of us will answer because it only like applies to some of us. We actually have different lives and different situations.
Groundbreaking.
Whoa. We are all the same people. Pretty wild. But yeah. Do you guys just want to go down the list that we have?
Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah. I like the first one. Are you the only crafty person in your family? Anna, you start.
I'm not. My mom studied art in school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so
she
cool.
She did. She studied art. She does this painting. Back here is hers.
That's so cool.
I know you can't see it very well.
Yeah.
It is a windmill. I love it.
Wow.
So she studied art, and she actually... she has crocheted in the past. She crocheted a little bit in college. She made a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
She's currently, her wedding gift, at least part of it, but her wedding gift to my cousin is a needlepoint that has like their names and like the wedding date in it. So
that's cute.
She has her little craft.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not the only crafty person. My lovely mummy is also crafty, nice. Which is nice.
Mama.
How about you guys?
Savannah?
Lovely. I was trying to think about this very quickly. My mom is absolutely not. Both my parents are accountants. I don't know if I've said that before. But my mom likes to say the crafter gene skipped a generation because my grandma went to fashion school very briefly, but did not graduate. My sister sews a little. I don't know if she still does, but she used to make like pillows out of t-shirts in high school, things like that.
That's fun.
My great aunt and I think my grandmother both. I know my great aunt crocheted. We still have a blanket from her. And yeah, my other grandmother, on my dad's side, I think she also crafted, but they both passed away when I was like 9, 10. So I don't really. All the time, my mom is like, if only you started crocheting earlier, you could have gotten all the yarn we gave away.
Yeah. Well,
true.
You saying that, I have like distant family that crocheted. So like my dad's grandma and then my mom's aunt, so like my great aunt.
Yeah.
Like when I first started was using some of her old stuff. So similar, kind of distant crafters.
Yeah. But within my immediate family, it's only my sister that sews, I think. or at least knows
Nice.
how to sew.
In my like immediate family, it's just me. My parents are very like science business. Like my mom studied
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
science, she's a teacher. My dad works in like, he's a project manager. But my dad's like good at drawing. So
Okay.
maybe from him. But my mom's mom knits and crochets. She's the one who
Okay.
taught me how to knit and crochet initially. I have like sweaters and blankets and everything. But I
So cute.
learned this a couple years ago that my dad's dad, I think, was like a dressmaker.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Like he would like make patterns and stuff. And I was like,
Wow.
That
Okay.
is
Hello?
sick.
No one told me. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that's
who's going
pretty
to tell
cool.
me?
Yeah.
That is very cool.
So yeah, I think that's my aunts like do like needlepoint and stuff. A
Yeah.
couple of them. But yeah.
That's awesome. That's lovely.
Wow, look at us. Little crafty families.
Yeah. So not super crafty families that we come from, but
No.
it's always
No,
a
but here
grandma
and there.
or a mom.
Yeah.
My parents are always like, where did this come from? Like, man.
Yeah. My bad.
Just found it. Thought it looked fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there something that you guys have always wanted to do but have never gotten the chance to? I
Probably.
feel like there definitely
I don't
is.
know.
And it's like, I guess for me, it would be travel. Like,
Oh yeah.
I know
Yeah.
we've definitely like joked in the past about like I've never flown. Like, I've just never had the opportunity to. It was,
Mhm.
first of all, more interesting for us to road trip because we got to see more being
Yeah.
on ground, but also like flying is very expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like we just never did. And
And like you don't need to in the
To this-
States, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can
really
travel
don't.
around very easily.
It's-
And so it's
yeah.
like, I would love to, like, I have had a goal for a while to apply for my passport. I've kind of put it off because it's like, I don't necessarily have the money to travel anyways. Like, I would love to go visit Morgan in London, but it's also like, with what time and money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've been in school and then now I'm in school again and whatever. And so, you know, I would love to, like, while I'm still in my 20s, be able to travel around a little bit more just before I'm, like, committed to, like, having a life permanently somewhere.
Yeah.
Me and my partner have talked about, like, being able to go and explore different places together. So
Oh.
that's something I just haven't gotten to do. Europe,
Yeah.
I guess, exploring Europe and all
Yeah.
that.
That'd be so cool.
Savannah?
So lovely. I really don't know. I did want to be an author when I was younger. So I've
Okay.
kind of already gotten that.
Well, you are?
Yeah, but like
gotten
like
that
a
chance.
fiction author, not like a
Mm.
the crochet side of things, if you can imagine, wasn't really a dream since I didn't crochet. So, but yeah, I think whenever I move to Ireland, which will probably, it's looking like it will now be January of next year, because lots of family things.
This
I've
is
mentioned
news
this
to
before,
us.
right?
You've mentioned it, and then you're like, it's not happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Okay. Maybe we should FaceTime sometime soon.
it's
Alright,
it's still
okay,
not like
so
I
Crochet
haven't
Authority in
bought a plane
Ireland.
ticket. Yeah, I haven't bought a plane ticket. I don't have a visa. But these things are generally easy to, I think,
As
get.
soon as Morgan is coming back,
I
Yeah.
believe you're coming here.
you're
Yeah,
going over.
Well, no,
Perfect.
it's a good
Well,
excuse
now
for
we
me
have
to
a-
come back to the UK.
I know. I was about to say, now I'll get my
There's just, like, a new
passport.
reason.
mm-hmm.
We'll go. Okay, perfect. Anyways.
Easy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but whenever I'm in Ireland, I was planning on going in the fall, but I have so many
Where do
different
you wanna
family
go?
things happening, and I don't know. That is also the issue. But not like Dublin. Dublin is like the most expensive ever
Yeah.
to exist in. I do love the countryside. I love sitting and looking at grass, so I think that would be nice for me and a
Naturally.
lot cheaper. And my roommate's parents have a house in Ireland, of course, as you do, you know. Yeah.
Do
So
they
if I
want
need a
two
place
more
to stay
friends?
for a
I
second,
wish.
they'd probably, yeah. It's very helpful to have that to think
That's
about.
nice.
Have I asked them? No. Have I asked my roommate? No. But they probably say yes. Hopefully. I wouldn't live there permanently, obviously, just
No.
while I
Yeah.
try to get my bearings.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe write a book while I'm over there. But I'd also probably like have to have a job because you have to have a visa, and they probably don't want you to be jobless going to their
Probably.
country. Yeah.
Be helpful.
So yeah, maybe that. Be a
Nice.
Sally
Very
Rooney.
cool.
That's the dream.
Honestly, please. I need more of
Easy.
that.
Yeah. And you, Morgan?
I don't know, honestly. Like, I feel like traveling more. I feel like I like think of things and I'm like, I want to do that, but then I forget it when I have to think about it. I'd like to see more of Canada, for
Yeah?
sure.
Mhm.
It's so expensive.
What have you seen of Canada so far?
Ontario, one city in Quebec, Whistler.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
No, we definitely know where those places are.
Yes. Yes.
I'd love to see the Northern Lights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
nice.
like one thing I really want to see. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd like to go to Australia, but that's far.
Yeah.
It's really
There's that.
far.
It's a
Well,
long
one
flight.
day, the three of us will get on a plane and we'll go visit Jamie.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Jamie, we're coming.
Will it be easier for Jamie to perhaps visit us? Yes. But do we want to see Australia?
Yep.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Lots of exploring for the three of us. I just feel like
Yeah.
there's so much like to see and explore on our little earth that it's like,
Yes.
why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well,
Oh.
guys, do we have other hobbies that are not knitting and crocheting?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Mm.
We all read.
Reading.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Yeah. That's an actual hobby.
Yeah. Which that's probably like my biggest one besides fiber arts. Like if I'm not doing this and I want to have some downtime and not like rot on my phone, I'm normally reading. But I would
Yeah.
I have goals to like have more hobbies. I just haven't implemented them yet.
Yeah. I don't know if I've told you guys, but I used to be really big into calligraphy. I've mentioned that before, right?
You did mention that.
Yeah. Morgan doesn't remember. That's okay.
No, I remember. Didn't you have like an Instagram account?
Yes, Sav Scribbles. I don't know if it's still up.
Yes.
Let's
I'm gonna
not
look.
look if it's still up.
I'm looking it up right now. Don't even worry about it, guys.
Oh, no, I need to see what's on there before you do. It's really deeply embarrassing. I always wanted to be like, there's one like bullet journal account that I like loved that I always wanted to be like, was it Sav Scribbles? Is it not up anymore? Oh no. Oh, yes it is.
Is it sav.scribbles?
No, it's Sav is Scribbling.
Found it. High school junior.
High school junior calligraphy, studying,
Oh
writing.
my god.
I linked to my Redbubble. I do have a fun
this is so
story related
cute,
to my
dude.
Redbubble that I don't know if I've told you guys.
Please tell us as we're exploring your page. Oh my god, you
Work.
economic
Angelica.
geography.
Economic geography.
Not sure if I was going for a Skylar Sisters vibe or just general work vibe.
So real.
Either way,
She
the letter
gets it.
K is still my worst enemy.
Oh my god,
I
this is
don't have
actually
to
really
log
cute.
into this anymore, so.
It's actually really cute.
Okay, so Savannah loves calligraphy.
Yes. The link to my Redbubble, which is Sav Scribbles, that's where I got it from, is in there. Have I told you guys my relation to Love Simon? Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda? That whole thing? No? Okay, well,
But I do see a sticker for it.
Yes, the Why is Straight the Default?
Yep.
So fun fact, you guys know the movie Love, Simon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it, but I haven't seen it. Funny enough.
You should see it. It's cutesy.
Figuring I'm gay, I should.
Yeah.
Hello.
But I read the book for it, which is called Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda by Becky Albert-Halley, way back in the day, whenever I was like in my YA, like, I don't know, phase or whatever. Naturally. And Why is Straight the Default was like the big quote from it. And all of my stickers on Redbubble are just like quotes from musicals and books that I was into at the time. Totally copyright infringement, but whatever. I wasn't.
That's what
enough
Redbubble
money
is
for
for.
anyone to care. Yes, exactly. But whenever the movie was coming out, Becky Albertalli, the author of Simon Versus, bought 10 of those stickers off my Redbubble as part of one of the giveaways for like leading up to the movie.
Stop!
And
That is so cute.
she still follows my personal Instagram. At some point I did not follow her. I like unfollowed her. So there is that. But yeah.
Oh, that is really cute.
I remember
crazy.
like I was sitting in the lunchroom in my high school, and I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I did follow her at the time. I remember I had seen like 3 days before, I don't know, like a week or two before perhaps, like I saw the order of like 10 stickers to Georgia, and I was like, that's weird, like who is ordering 10 of the same sticker, and like why? And I knew the movie had been filmed there, and the book is set in Georgia. I was like, that's just weird. And then I was just scrolling and I saw that and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And I commented and she followed me, and I think she still does. She still publishes like a lot of books too.
Yeah.
And like they had the whole Love Victor Hulu series.
And,
yeah. I'm actually surprised that I didn't take the time to like read that book or watch the movie, because I know it was so like important to a lot of people in our like age range. Like it was just an important story, but especially for like queer youth. So maybe I'll like heal a little bit of my inner child and read it.
Yeah,
it'd be nice.
It's a cute movie. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
what a fun fact. That is a very fun fact.
Yeah. I don't know how we got there. Oh, other hobbies.
Yeah.
Well, mine is watching TV.
Yes.
I ski.
Rewatching
I
TV.
guess that's a hobby.
You said ice skating?
I ski.
You ski?
Yeah. Like downhill skiing.
Since when?
Since I was 2 years old.
Really?
Even I know this.
Skiing
when you went home around the holidays,
I went skiing. It was horrific. The snow was horrible. Yeah, I've skied my like entire life since I was 2.
That's so sweet.
The first time skiing, I have photos. The first time I went skiing was like a couple of days after my brother was born. So my parents were like, gave me to my grandparents. They were like, just take her away. Take her skiing. Go.
We've got other stuff.
I have this new brother, but I gotta hit the slopes.
I was literally 2. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I've skied my entire life. When I was so in cute. like since I started skiing up until even like during university for a lot of it, we ski every weekend because it's like an hour and a half drive away.
Yeah. That's so fun.
I would love to learn.
I'll teach you guys. I was a ski instructor.
Really?
See, that I didn't know.
That was like my like besides babysitting, it was like my first like real job, because you can get certified when you're 15. And so like the winter, because my birthday's in April, so that winter after I like around Christmas time, I did my certification. It was negative 30 degrees. Thank you.
Perfect.
Just a little cold, and you're not constantly moving. It's a lot of standing on the hill and doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it was freezing, but I got my certification, and then I started teaching 2 days later.
Wow.
And
quick
so
turnaround.
I taught skiing for quite a few years. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Very fun. Yeah. It was a great job.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, when I come to Canada, you can teach me how to ski.
100%.
I've never skied before.
I actually want to learn.
I will teach you.
I feel like it's so fun.
It is fun.
You're qualified to teach.
Well, we have the Morgan Comes to the U.S. list.
Yeah.
Now we have to start the Anna and Savannah Go to Canada list. Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember it, Savannah?
Texas Roadhouse.
Yes! Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. I went there yesterday with my parents, and I was like, this is like America. This is what the American dream is.
This is the American dream. These rolls, the American dream.
Exactly. I thought we already had brother is wearing... Did we?
I don't know. It's
it
all food.
Yeah, it is, and that's fair.
No experiences.
What else is there to do?
Margaritaville, craft dinner, Baja Blast, Texas Roadhouse. We definitely had more. People who watch all of these episodes... Get Savannah's ears pierced. American Girl Doll Cafe, probably.
Yes. So important.
We just love to eat, guys.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Girls gotta eat. I mean, come on now. Come on now. We're going to eat here and then we're going to go ski the whole time we're in Canada. No eating
Eat
at all.
ski, eat
No,
ski.
we're gonna go to Tim Hortons.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, yes.
Well, yes. Well, yes.
Wait,
And that's it.
Okay, perfect.
We should
Okay,
start
I'm
writing
loving
these
this
down.
list.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for this to happen in about 2030.
Yeah.
When I finally meet you guys, when I invite you to my wedding, this will
Yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah. It's like the
Just
week
the
leading
lead
up to your wedding.
is Texas Roadhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just like hitting everything. Okay, perfect. No, that's great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so on same topic of hobbies, but obviously the one that we do the most, do you guys think that you're gonna end up crocheting and or knitting for the rest of your life, or do you
Yeah,
find yourself
God willing.
Yes. Yeah.
Same? Honestly,
Unless my hands give out.
I honestly think that there will come a certain point, or I guess there already has, where it's like I take breaks,
Yeah.
like for an
Yeah.
extended period of time, you know,
Yeah.
starting a new job, starting a family, whatever, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I think that this is something I'll always find my way back to. It's like
Yeah.
the same thing with reading for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll always be actively pursuing it as a job. I don't think I'll always be making patterns.
I hope I'm not.
Yeah.
Not to sound bad, but it's like being an artist and like we don't even, I'll speak for myself, I don't even do it like as rigorously as you guys or as like other people I see. It is hard.
Yeah. Like it's
Especially-
once you get into the groove of it, it's easy to maintain, I feel like, but I don't know. As soon
Yeah.
as I take a break, I'm like, how do I like I look at how I wrote the book and I literally sat in this bed every single day and just crocheted 24/7 and like it's hard to just maintain that mindset if you aren't
Yeah.
just constantly going, you know?
Yeah. Like last week. It was like actually horrible. I was
Yeah.
working so much. And I was like, I don't want
Yeah.
to write another pattern for 4 years. Like, I can't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay because you wrote
Yeah.
5 million patterns.
3.
That is 5 million to me.
Yeah. It's equivalent. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, as long as I can.
Yeah. Even if I'm
Same,
not
100%.
designing stuff, I'll still
Yeah.
probably want to make
I'll still be
blankets and
making.
do all sorts of things. Like whenever my sister has kids, I'll probably always want to make them like plushies and things like that.
Yeah. I'm very excited to, like, I love being able to, like, make something homemade for other people. So, like,
Yeah.
the blanket thing for,
Yeah.
you know, my cousin getting married or, like, when people start families, I think it's fun. Like, why do we have these grandma crafts if we can't take them into our
Yeah.
grandma years?
Mhm.
Hello?
Exactly.
That's going to be
So
my
true.
final form, like, the best form of me. So.
Yeah.
This is like relates to the other question now. Did you drop other hobbies when your crochet work took off? What other hobbies?
Yeah. I don't think I really had, I mean, reading always, but
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
covered that. I played field hockey in high school and I also was in marching band all 4 years. So
Mhm.
I guess those could be considered hobbies. They're
Yeah.
extracurriculars, but I feel like that can kind of be interchangeable.
Yeah.
I just didn't carry either of those through into college, and then I
Yeah.
started crocheting and knitting in college. So I don't know if I would have kept doing those other things. Probably not. So
Mhm.
No.
I guess no.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't
feel like mine's
really-
like a bit different because I really started crocheting. Like I started in 2019, but like I really started
Mm.
on like what Morgan makes and whatever in the spring of 2020 when
Mhm.
there was nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I think it more so like filled like a void, I guess, than
Mhm.
kicked something out. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
The
that
exact
makes
same
sense.
as me. Yeah. Yeah, I think my main hobby beforehand, like everyone knew me for calligraphy and stuff. And I had my extracurriculars in high school, but then COVID hit and I was no longer going to high school. So yeah,
Well.
it just filled my time. It didn't like nothing left. There was
Yeah.
nothing,
Mhm.
yeah.
Same.
I think honestly, just the time that we all started
Yeah.
kind of played a part. But it's also like something that I think about is there probably like most people have one or two hobbies. They just don't pursue it in like the same ways we do
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like post about it. So it's like we just found like our thing when we were younger or whatever,
Yeah.
when we had more time to do it, etc.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't lose some of my other stuff.
Yeah. So
this next question's kind of fun. How do we maintain our friendship, like, despite
This
doing this
podcast.
together?
Despite podcasting.
Yeah. Honestly, like,
I don't know.
and like, I for me, I feel like it's not hard for us to stay friends because it's
No.
like this is like just a passion project for us. This is so low stakes that we're just like,
But I think this is how we maintain it, is like, this forces us to talk.
Yeah.
But it forces
Especially
Savannah
as,
to
like,
talk to us.
Yeah.
yeah,
As, like, I don't know, I think when we first started the podcast, it was the summer before, like, my senior year. I was sitting at home. I wasn't doing literally anything at all. And I had a lot more time to talk than I did throughout my senior year, and now, like, trying to exist post-grad. But I think it's nice, and it literally, it forces us to get together and actually talk to one another. Outside of that, probably my main contribution to the group chat is complaining about stupid customers, sending screenshots of people's comments that I don't like. It's just like the same things over and over again. It's not even anything interesting. It's just people being like, pattern for the
We
10
love to
millionth
bitch
time.
to each other.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's healthy. Okay?
It is. It's better to do that privately.
It's nice to have, like, our own little community that we can do that.
Yeah.
So,
and we can all relate
I
to
don't
it.
know.
Like, it's...
Yeah.
I think it's important to be able to complain about things.
Yeah.
100%.
So,
and I feel like another nice thing about the podcast is because we try to have different themes of every episode. Like, we are, like, learning stuff about one another in real time.
Yeah, like Savannah doing calligraphy.
Hello.
Fun fact. Or you skiing.
Morgan being a ski instructor.
Yeah, hello.
It's like we may have gotten to some of these things otherwise, like just chatting, but having like leading questions definitely helps.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's also just so nice to, like, I don't have any friends that crochet in real life or knitting or anything, so if I have any, like, complicated questions, or not even complicated, just, like, being able to have people that, like, understand what I'm talking about, like, it's nice to have the perspective of friends that, like, don't understand anything, because then they give me, like, I don't know, sometimes I'm so subsumed in the crochet community and I'm like, nothing I do is new and whatever, and they're like, I literally, what are you talking about, like, all of that, but you guys, like, get it in a way that no one else in my life does, which I think is very nice to have. Yeah.
We also, last thing I'll say is we don't only talk about this. Like,
no.
We'll complain about stuff. We'll, like, we ask each other for advice a lot. Like, like, this forces us to talk, but this is not the only thing we talk about.
No.
Yeah.
So that's
there's
helpful.
A lot of personal life things that go on that we do not want to air publicly. Fun fact.
Yeah, groundbreaking.
There's
you guys are my friends aside from the fiber arts, but
I think my favorite moments with us sometimes are pre-podcast recording, but some of us is like, listen to this wild thing that happens.
We'll talk for like 20 minutes and then Morgan will go, okay, are we ready to record now?
Yeah, do we like actually
some things just aren't meant for this podcast. Some people might want to share it, but we don't.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But we still share, I think, quite a lot.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Just
a healthy
enough.
amount.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Speaking of coffee orders?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Coffee orders. I almost always do an iced mocha.
Interesting.
I love an iced mocha.
Nice.
How about you guys?
I'll do if it's a latte of some sort, a hot or iced. I love iced. Sometimes iced vanilla latte.
Whoa.
Or if I'm like, I want coffee but I'm thirsty, I'll do an iced Americano.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So true.
An Americano is pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't get it enough, and I should.
It's the closest thing to like an iced coffee here.
Yeah.
Because they don't do like an iced coffee. They're like, what kind of coffee? And so an Americano is the closest.
Fair.
But yeah.
I don't really drink coffee. So there is
Boo.
that. I used to freshman year whenever it was during COVID and like I had so many dining like dollars to spend through my university system. I used to get I think chai tea lattes.
Hmm.
But then they would like make me super like I really just never have caffeine and they made me like super anxious and like fidgety all the time. And I didn't like that feeling. So they tasted real good. And if I ever wanted to get back into caffeine, I guess that's what I would do. I have a cup of coffee here and there whenever for some reason, it's a relatively frequent occasion whenever it's like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 p.m. and my friends want to do something. And I'm like, no. And they make me drink a cup of coffee. And it's disgusting and I hate it. But that's probably not a healthy habit to have. But
You can drink other things. Like,
yeah, there could be tea or something like
yeah.
that, but it's the easiest way. One of my roommates has like those pods, and I don't know, you just slam it in there and
Slam
good
it
to go.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That is very fair.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not a great. It can be an expensive like habit to have, and I love my water. I do.
It's fair.
Ugh, I hate water.
I
I
am
really do. I hate water.
terrible.
If
I
I drink
am
water,
like
if I drink water in the morning, it makes me nauseous, and I don't like being nauseous, obviously. And then what?
what?
If I drink water in the morning, like on an empty stomach, like I get very nauseous.
That is so weird.
That's not good.
I don't think it's that deep, guys. I really don't.
It's water.
Yeah.
Does coffee make you nauseous on an empty stomach?
No, because it has something more to it. Like, I like when I would have like the stomach bug growing up, I couldn't drink water, like because it would make me more nauseous. Like it's just, I don't know. I don't think that deep. No one's ever shown any sort of concern.
Well, we are.
Well, I don't think you should.
I am like a water snob, I think. My friends sometimes I ask them to like get me water whenever I'm sitting down and I don't want to move and I have like a crochet thing on top of me. Um, and they never like get like if they get me water from the sink versus water from the Brita, I can tell. And I make them go back and get me water from the Brita because it's so much better.
I
and
will drink
colder
tap water.
and
I
nicer.
I actually could not care less.
That's fair. It depends on where
Yeah.
I'm living. Like if I
Yeah,
have a Brita available, I must
some
have it.
places you can't drink. Like
Yeah.
when I was at school, it was Brita water or nothing. Like the tap water
Yeah.
tasted gross, but here our tap water tastes fine, so we'll drink it out of
Mm.
the tap. That doesn't
Yeah.
bother me.
Yeah,
The
that's
tap
fair.
water at home is like so much better than the tap water here, but
Yeah.
I don't have
Cheers.
space in my fridge for a Brita, so
Real.
Fair
Britas are
enough.
huge.
yeah.
And I hate refilling them, but
Yeah.
we
Ooh,
vibe.
refilling it is awful.
Very awful.
Takes so long.
So long for no good reason.
No good reason.
But we persist, don't we?
We try.
Speaking of going to college and things like that, I guess this is kind of more a question for you and me, Anna. But how is managing your business and going to college, or just how do you manage time in general for Morgan?
Right.
When I find out, I'll let you guys know. Like, I've talked about it a couple times, but I definitely like pushed crocheting and knitting to the side, especially senior year, just because it's like there are only so many hours in the day, and like actually getting to enjoy my only like real normal year of college was more important. So I definitely like don't have the best system set up because of that.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I don't really. Whenever people ask things like this, how did you manage? It's been wildly different every single semester.
Yeah.
And now that I'm graduated, it's just kind of continued with what I was doing beforehand. I don't know. It depends on if I have the time. If I don't, then I don't. I don't really.
Yeah.
Other things have to take priority. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll find time here and there. But because like I don't know. It is hard to maintain. Again, like if I'm not in the groove of it and doing it constantly, I fall out of it so easily, I feel like. But yeah, you just do it when you can. And when life takes priority, you do life things.
Yeah.
It also like it probably ebbs and flows for all of us in terms of like do we have deadlines for something coming up? Like if I have like
Yeah.
a video due to a sponsorship, like
Yeah.
that's gonna get like bumped ahead in terms of like some priority and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, in terms of right now, like I have to go clock into my job and whatever, you know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
ebbs and flows.
if I did this, and I don't think I would have been able to do this in university.
Yeah.
Like, the only time I think I would have had time was my second year,
Hmm.
because like first semester, third year, I was commuting, taking like a full course load, and I was working part-time.
Mm.
And then second semester I was here on exchange. And then
Oh,
fourth
yeah.
year, first semester, I had a full course load and I was doing an internship.
Yeah.
And then it was COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would have been able to. I was just too busy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I really
And now
don't.
I don't really, I don't know. I manage my time in like a weird way.
Yeah.
But if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it works. And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'm running 3 patterns in 1 week.
LOL.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens like that.
Yeah, which is fair. I just never know what advice to give people. Like, everyone's life situations are so different.
You
I
just have to figure out what
do
works
what you
for
can. Yeah.
Yeah, and my biggest advice is trial and error, and also like it's not the end all be all. Like
Mm-mm.
you'll figure it out. Like you'll
Yeah.
have to do some things that don't work to get to the ones that do.
Yeah. Don't stress yourself out about it for literally no good reason.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Sure.
So our next one, which I think kind of leads into, we have led into it. What are our full-time careers / our educational backgrounds?
I can go first if you want.
Yeah.
I was about to say, someone start.
Hey.
Hey.
I went to Toronto Metropolitan University. I still have trouble like remembering to say that because they changed the name after I graduated.
Oh, really?
Formerly
Right.
Ryerson
Oh, yeah.
University.
I forgot about that.
Right.
Toronto Metropolitan University. I studied media production under the RTA School of Media, with a focus in television and video. And I work in television sometimes when I can find a job. So I work primarily on Family Feud Canada, and I worked on Dragon's Den Canada, and the last 2 Olympics. That's like the crux of it, I think. But yeah.
Love.
Television and entertainment.
Yay.
Love it.
So
Savannah, how about you? You just finished your degree.
Yes, I did just finish my degree. Anyone who has consistently watched the podcast has been probably following that journey. I just got my Bachelor's of Arts in History and Gender Studies with a minor in Fashion Design from Indiana University, Bloomington. The Bloomington campus specifically, because it is the best of the IU campuses. There's like 9 of them. There's a lot. Yeah, and I'm like a month post-grad now, so I'm pursuing this full-time currently. I say, as I said earlier in the episode, I'm not doing any work on patterns, like how I'm procrastinating literally everything. Full-time.
So real.
I'm
full. So real.
What I'm doing full-time is having friends and being a girl also.
Help.
That's like, it's like taking up a lot. It's like
busy.
It's hard to manage. It's so busy. It's so busy. My friend's cat, I like to feed him. Yesterday he got a new litter box, which was exciting for him. His name's Yorgos. He's been featured on the pod before.
Yeah.
The cat, not the friend. But Yorgos is often called Yubba. So we named it the Yub Hub. It's like this huge circular
that's funny
thing.
Naturally.
So I did some calligraphy on the side of it, naming it Yub Hub. So
Savannah's scribbling is coming back.
Yeah, she is, slowly but surely. Yeah. Oh, cooking. That used to be one of my hobbies. I was like really into learning recipes for a year, and now I just have a repertoire, but it's not really a huge thing.
Good.
People cook, so
gotta do that to eat.
People don't cook.
Do. Well, yeah, some people just don't, but I think everyone has a dish or two they can rely on.
Yeah.
I hope.
100%.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah. Yum, yum. And you, Anna?
And me, I graduated from Marist College with my Bachelor's of Arts in Communications, and I specifically concentrated in advertising and public relations, and then I had a minor in graphic design. Now I'm currently at the Denver Ad School doing their online art direction path. So I'm furthering my advertising ed, and then my goal is to go into creative ad to be an art director, to work in an agency. But right now, as I'm in school, I'm just working part-time as a barista, which I do very much enjoy. I love coffee. I always have. I always wanted to learn how to be a barista, so I've made some very good friends from doing it. So I do enjoy it. And then I try the best that I can to do crocheting and knitting part-time, but I've been anxious, so I haven't. But hopefully I can stop being anxious and then get back actually onto like my part-time grind. But we'll see.
Real. Beautiful.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Not in the vein of college or things like that. Do any of us have any fun or embarrassing date stories? I don't.
Not really.
I really.
It's all pretty like
Either.
mundane.
Yeah.
A little flex. I've never been on a dating app, so I haven't like
Real.
really ever casually dated.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But I do love hearing about my friends' stories.
Same. Yeah.
That is always very fun.
I don't think I can have any friend stories that I can share. The pool is not large in Bloomington, Indiana, if you can imagine. So
Shocker.
it's shocker,
Actually, so
absolute
surprising.
shocker. Yeah, my favorite part of like my friends being on dating apps is like seeing people that we know on them. Even just like acquaintances that we see at the bar sometimes. Like it's so interesting to see how someone is in real life versus how they present themselves on an app, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which like it's not even not in a cruel way or anything, just
No.
like it's so
just
fascinating.
like, how do you want to show yourself?
Sometimes
Yeah, exactly.
this is not really related, but it's kind of in the same vein. Do you ever see a picture of someone and you're like, that's not what you look like?
Yeah,
Yes.
like why did you choose that one?
I'm like, that's not your face.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes I'll look at people, especially like now that like obviously I'm like 4 or 5 years out of high school. I'll like look at someone from high school and I'll be like, damn, like this is gonna sound crazy. Like that's what you like really look like. Like
Yeah.
I like knew like the idea
I
of
know
you
what
from
you're
like
talking
passing you in the
Yeah.
halls
Yeah.
or like knowing your name, but like then you like
Yeah.
look at a picture of them, you're like, that's what you like really look like.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Realizing whenever like people really look like their parents or like that's going to be your like adult face. Like this is you know, like you're
That's
settling into your face. Yeah.
Yeah. And most times it's not, I'm not looking at it being like, ooh, that's the face that you got. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
hot. Like you
That's
look
what you
gorgeous.
look
You know
like.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it's just like the kind of like, wow, I've never like looked at you before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
I know what you're
pictures
talking
that
about.
people have posted though, and I've been like, that's just, I know that's not what you look like.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are we doing here? So I got you.
Yep. Anyways,
sidetrack. No stories of our own.
No.
Then okay, so we talked about how we are all readers.
Yes.
What are our favorite books?
It changes all the time for me.
That's so
I'll read
fair.
one new book and be like, fave ever.
Yeah. That's so real.
I have favorite authors. I love Emily Henry. I love Sally Rooney. I loved Frankenstein when I read it in school, and I love Jane Austen. I have like 2 more of her books to read before I've completed all of hers. I love women. This is what I guess I'm saying. I love women authors.
Women authors.
Yeah,
How
but never
you,
just
Morky?
one. It's always been a very hard question.
Yeah, that's so fair.
I don't know. I'm only back in like my reading grind this year, and it has strictly been Percy Jackson. So I'm trying to think about what
enjoying them?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what I used to read. Like, I don't remember. There were these books. There was like a series of books that were like retelling of like classic fairy tales, but they were like more like horror thrillery, and I really liked those, but I don't remember what they were called.
I feel like I
It
know what
wasn't
you're
the
talking
Cinder
about.
series by Marissa Meyer,
No,
was it?
it's not that.
Yeah, because that's not really horror-y.
Oh my god. You guys talk. I'm going to see if I can get into my Goodreads.
Real.
So I'm similar to you, Savannah. Like I read in such not even just this year, like in my life, I've just read such vast quantities that it's like I've read so many
Mhm.
books that I'm like, wow, I love these.
Yeah.
And then like some get bumped up and some get bumped down. I definitely have like a huge recency bias.
Yeah.
So I have mainly favorite authors, but I will say without a doubt my favorite series ever is The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh yeah.
I've talked about that like a trillion times, but I just like I started reading those when I was like in my own coming of age years, like 12,
Mhm.
13. So
Yeah.
it just kind of like the story hit at like the right time for me and whatever.
Yeah.
So those books very much like shaped me and who I am. But
Yeah.
in terms of authors, Emily Henry, I love
Yeah.
Abby Jimenez. I'm looking at my bookshelf right now. Oh, Carly Pier no, Carly Fortune. I don't know where Pierce came from. I just read her most recent book and loved it. So
Mm.
all three of her books that I've read are phenomenal.
Nice. Nice.
Allie Hazelwood is okay, but I
Yeah.
will always pick up one of her books.
Real.
Yeah. There was a series called the Selection series, if you guys ever read it.
I loved the selection.
Yeah,
You have
that book
no idea.
series also very much shaped me. I
Yeah.
go back and reread those all the time.
Yes. The last
Um,
book. OMG.
yeah,
So good. Did
yeah.
you ever read like
So
the sequel series
like the
where
one
it's
in
like
the
their
crown.
kids?
Yeah, I
Maybe. Yeah.
did. I also
Yeah.
thought those were very good. I
I.
obviously the main three you can't
Yeah. You can't
beat
top it.
those, but
Yeah.
I have all of them. I have the main three. I have it's the heir and then the crown. My bad. The one is
Oh
the
yeah.
final in like the original trilogy, and then I have
Yeah.
the happily ever after that tells like the short stories
Yes. Yes.
of like the queen and her selection and all
Yeah.
that good stuff, which is just
Yes.
it's just good. It's just so
So
good.
good.
Yeah.
So good. Did you
I
find it,
love
Morgan?
the Shadow and Bone book. I only read the first one, but it's a really good book.
Yes.
She's very good, Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I've
called. There's like a couple different ones, but one of them is called Sisters Red, and it's about like these two sisters and like werewolves, etc. I really liked
Sure.
it. I remember really
Yeah.
liking it. I loved
Sounds good.
Allie Carter books. She did like the Gallagher Girls
Mhm.
series where they go to school to be
Oh
spies.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Elementary school Morgan loved those books.
Yeah, you give spy girl energy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
I read like all of like the click books. Like I read the very like
Mm.
girly books. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like Lee Bardugo. She's very good. And obviously
Yes.
Hunger Games.
Have I
Yeah.
told you that I've met Lee Bardugo?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
I I did some calligraphy on her book. I used to annotate books a lot. That was also a hobby, I guess.
So
But I brought it to her.
calligraphy. Oh my god!
I brought it to her at her signing, and she posted like a boomerang of her like flipping through the pages. I have a screenshot of it somewhere, but it was like one of the again
that.
like these authors were literally gods to me as a child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So none of us really even answered the question. We have favorite books, multiple
Yeah,
authors, multiple.
yeah.
I can tell you
feel
one
like
thing. I've never reread a book in my life.
Really
I love rereading books.
Never.
fascinating.
I
Because you love
rereading books.
rewatching
yeah.
things.
Oh, it's that same joy.
Interesting.
It's like just like revisiting the characters and their world and
Yeah.
stuff. It's the
Yeah.
same idea.
But
Interesting.
rewatching like wasn't really a thing until I like stopped reading.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
yeah, like when like in elementary school, I was like, I'm not rereading a book. I already read it.
Fair
Fair.
enough. I'm such a forgetful person that I like feel like I need to reread sometimes to get everything.
Yeah, for me it's like sometimes it's hard for me to like digest everything on the first go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's like a lot that's happening and I tend to like read very quickly because I get very excited about like where the story is going and I know I'm definitely like missing stuff and I want to go back and like really be able to like absorb the story that the author set forward, but that's only if like the story was good enough for me to revisit. Like the characters have to be interesting enough that like I'm still thinking about it and I want to revisit the world, which not all the books that I read do that, but I love a reread. I spend a lot of summers rereading stuff just because it brings me to like a happy place.
That's fair. Well, speaking of which, what are we watching? What are we listening to? What are we reading right now?
So true. I think I mentioned last time that I was reading Lord of the Flies. Still reading that. I'm very close to finishing it, thank the Lord, because I'm not really enjoying it. Yeah, I don't think I've watched anything new since we last spoke. I just really want to finish Lord of the Flies. It's a short book. Whenever I don't like something, it takes me like genuinely like 3 times the amount of time to read.
Yeah.
Like it's just so slow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I watched the Eras Tour again last night.
Sir.
Duh.
It was great. It's always great. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had a busy week last week, so I didn't have a lot of time to watch things.
Fair.
I'm watching Psych.
Yeah.
Still
a serve.
Still watching Psych. It's just so good.
Love.
It's so easy.
Yes.
I got halfway through Hitman.
Oh yeah?
I was like, I paused it and there was still an hour left. And I was like, maybe I'll come back to this another day.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway through Hitman. Maybe I'll finish it.
Nice. That's the one with Glenn Powell?
Yeah.
On Netflix? Okay. Yeah. I've been seeing a bit about it here and there.
Yeah. But that's it.
Nice.
I'm going to Ethel Kane tonight, so.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Very excited.
Sweet.
Very excited.
So excited.
That'd be nice. I mentioned I just finished the Carly Fortune book. It was so good. I very much enjoyed it. It was like it definitely getting me back into my reading grind, because I kind of fell off for a second. I was reading some books that I was like, yeah. So that one got me excited again. And then I started watching Dairy Girls.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like,
No?
it's funny. It's good. But I'm like, I don't know if it's like totally my genre of show. I think I'm gonna see it through for at least season 1.
It's
but
6
it's just
episodes. You can do it.
I know. It's not long, so that, and like each episode is like very short, so it makes it easy to watch. It's just like a little bit overwhelming for me, and
okay, fair.
It's just been a little bit a lot at this moment of my life. So I'll probably watch season 1 just because I'm interested in where the storyline is going, but I don't know if it's like I care enough to watch all the seasons. I don't know. And then I've been craving rewatching New Girl, but it's only on Hulu, and I don't have Hulu. So I got an email from Hulu the other day saying that you can get 6 months for like $2.99. So I'm like, okay, let me
You know how you can get 6 months for free?
How?
Do you want to use my login? Hulu, if you're watching this is a joke, and I'm laughing. We're all laughing.
We're laughing.
Savannah doesn't even have Hulu.
I know. Yeah, no.
She doesn't have it at all.
It's not there. It's not there.
I would love that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll send her over.
Thank you. Wow.
That's so nice.
So kind.
This is also how we maintain our friendship.
Yeah. Savannah will see what I'm watching on her account. It's gonna be New Girl.
You'll see I'm like halfway through like the 8 seasons of Love Island and Jeopardy and things like that.
Wow, it's gonna be so fun
exciting.
to see what we're watching. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. What a fun little end to the episode.
Problem solved. This has been a fun ep.
Yeah. Good for us.
We should do round 2 of this sometime. Whenever people have tons of questions.
I know. Yeah. I hope you guys learned everything you wanted to and more about us.
Yeah.
All we do is crochet and knit, so.
Yeah, there's not much else to it.
Not much else.
All right, C's. Morgan, do you want to try and do the outline? Not the outline. Hello, the outro from memory, or should I read it off?
I will not get it right.
Do it.
Okay.
Just do it. Just try it.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Crochet Authority.
Yep.
Keep it going.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and give us the best rating possible on every single platform, and also follow all of our personal accounts because we're amazing. Goodbye.